welcome back. I have been inspired by the Painted Dreamer to do a modified bloom pour. She posted a bloom that is just one of the most beautiful blooms I've ever seen, and I haven't done one in a while, and I said, you know what, I think it's time to try. Now I don't have all of the supplies that she used, so I'm gonna modify it the best I can, and we're gonna see if I can come out with a result that's not identical but similar. I think it's very important that we do art our own way. It is fun to try to mimic and be inspired by others, but part of you needs to come out in the art, and that's what makes it fun. So I am going to switch views right now. I have my my spinning box out, and I have my camera right now blocking it from this view. So let me switch the views real quick so you can see. There we go. Here's my spinning box. I have my spinner, which is a cake spinning stand, and I will link all the supplies I am using in the description box below. This is a bin I got at Target several years ago, and it has a lid. I'm just going to give you a dimension real quick. 23 inches by 16. Those are the outer dimensions. The inner is 15 by 20 and a half. So just in case you want to do something similar to what I got going on here, as you can see, I've used it several times before. I just spin, I let the paint dry. Once in a while I clean it out. I will say it is pretty heavy right now, but it's still functional. So here is my 10 by 10 canvas. When I start painting, I will put some paint on the bottom of the spinner. It helps hold this canvas in place so it doesn't go flying. Because as you can see, right now, it is a little tight right here, but, whoops, there we go. We're going to get it spinning. It's shifting a little as I spin because I don't have it secured yet. So here, I wrote down on a paper for you, hopefully you can see it clearly. Hopefully enough so you can just take a screenshot too. These are the ingredients and supplies I'm using, the recipes. I will type this in the description box below, so if you don't have a screenshot capability, don't worry about it. But I have two different cell activators. And the cell activator is what is going to bring some cells out in our beautiful bloom pour. This, I am using a 24 karat gold by Art. And I have mixed it 1 part paint to 4 parts pouring medium, and I added 5 drops of silicone. And it is a little thicker, and that's okay. Let's see if we can get it up here. You can see it is heavier than warm honey. It's almost like just a heavy cream. Heavy cream. Now this color for my other cell activator, and I made 2 because I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. This is Art Metallics, and this is called White Pearl. And same thing, 5 drops silicone, and in the bloom pour, there is no silicone being used. And that's what's awesome about the bloom pour. But like I said, I don't have all those supplies. I don't have Australian Floetrol. I just have the good old US Floetrol. So I am improvising as best as I can. Look how pretty this is. White Pearl. And the other colors I got, they are Color Shift by Folk Art. And this color right here, beautiful green color, is the Green Flash. And when it dries, it's going to shimmer. It's going to change a little bit. It has a touch of blue hue. Green, dark green, and blue. But look how thick this is too. So we're going to give it our best shot, and that's the fun part of art, is doing it your way. This one is the Aqua Flash, and this one is super pretty too. I love all these flash colors. And I mixed these flash colors right here, 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol, and there is no silicone in these. And being that it's mixed with the Floetrol, it is a little heavier, which is fine for our little experiment. The next color is Purple Flash. And this one, look how beautiful. You can see all sorts of different shades in there. Okay, now for our final color, it is Blue Flash. Surprise! But this one, honestly, it looks more mermaid to me. It has purple, blue, light blue, violet, lilac. It has all sorts. I see all sorts of colors in here. So this will be super fun. Super, super fun project. Now for my pillow paint, I am using good old house paint. And, let's see if I can get this here. The PPG Multi-Pro. And sorry, this is the smallest container I can find. But on the top here in purple band, it says white and pastel base eggshell. So this is what I'm going to use as my pillow. Now, if you're interested in taking the class that I took to learn the bloom pour, I will have a discount code in the description box below, and you get 15% off that class. And what is super awesome about that class is you get accepted into this Facebook community that it'll teach you just the most amazing things. I love it. Now, the bloom pour is based off of a pillow paint. Then you put your colors, and then you put your cell activator on top of that. Then you blow it out. I've always had a hard time with the blowing part because I can't, you're supposed to blow it with your lungs, and I can't get enough air out for some reason to do it right. So I'm just going to give it a shot and see what happens. So let me put this aside, and we are going to get started with the fun. Put my mouse over here. I'm going to actually, what I saw the Painted Dreamer do, she flooded this surface with white house paint. So I'm going to do that. So it is a little different than the bloom pour because now we're just going to flood the surface. And this is house paint, so it is thicker, which is okay. I'm going to take my spatula. Usually I use my hands, but house paint really does not come off of clothes. At least acrylic paint, I can get some of it off the clothes. And the hands too. And, okay, corners and edges, remember. It's one of my pet peeves, corners and edges. Gotta make sure to get them covered. And I am using, I'm trying to get a thin layer of paint. I don't want it stacked up because we're going to add more paint to this. And while I'm doing this, because I make a mess with my hands anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and get some paint on this surface so I can use it kind of as my glue for when I spin. And I purchased this cake spinner, maybe 5 years ago. It has been a workhorse. It's got all sorts of cake or paint layered onto here. Okay, let me fix this. This is looking good. I don't know if you can see how much paint is on there, but I'm brushing the surface. And this white base is going to help my colored paints flow and move. We don't want to drown it. And I did use too much paint, because that's what I do. So let me know in the comments, if you have done this bloom pour, what have you done to alter it? And if you like it. I find it is a bit more advanced. It can be frustrating for new paint fluid artists because it is a little finicky, but the results are just stunning, truly unique. Okay, I think that is just great. I am going to grab a paper towel real quick and just wash my hands. And there we go. Okay, wash off my spatula. Save me a little headache later. Alrighty. Now, what the Painted Dreamer did is she took some of the gold onto a spatula. It was a cake spatula, so it was flat, and I'm looking and I don't see one handy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use the end of this and see what happens. Put our cell activator on here because it has the silicone, these stars does. And then we're going to just lightly drag it over the white. And I'm going to grab this. And this is going to give us a slightly textured background with a few cells. And feel free to do this any way that you see fit, any tool. If you have like a cake spatula, designated spatula, go ahead. That's the fun part about this art. You make it your own. Okay. Put some more. And we're going to go down here. And use the cake spinner to turn the canvas. It's supposed to be a helpful tool. I find some people are just scared. They're going to make a mess. But that's part of the fun. That's what we're about. Making messes into our container that's right here. So this container allows you just to be a little more free. And just make it as grungy as you like. Now don't forget, we are going to spin this. So whatever you do should open up a little bit if all goes well. So don't get too fixated on this part. And I'm just kind of trying to break up some of these heavier spots right here. And I'm going to grab my little baby painting spatula. And actually, I'm going to put a little paint onto here. See that? It's working out real well. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So relaxing, especially after a stressful day. It's almost like a little bit of dragon skin. Okay, I think that is good for now. Let me see if I can just give you a little close-up. See, it's not too many cells, but enough to give it a little texture, a little background, which is awesome. Just want to double check. Got my spinning surface okay right here. Grab me a couple paper towels. Now, what I should have done is pulled my hair back. So let's take care of that real quick, because we're going to layer our colors on here now. And after that, I'm going to need to blow them out. And if I decide to actually blow them, I need to not have hair strands all painted. And I have a straw that I'm going to use, and then I have the world's smallest leaf blower. So it's going to be fun. All right. So now I'm going to start. This is what happened to me last time. I forgot to pull my hair back, and because my hands were in these gloves, they're hard to get back in. Okay. We're going to start with this beautiful green flash. And I'm going to pour some in the center. You don't want a lot. There we go. I think that'll be good. And then this Aqua Flash, put it just right on top. And then this purple flash. Beautiful colors. I'm glad Folk Art came out with this. I did a Galaxy series with these paints, with the Dutch pour, and they turned out amazing. They dried perfect. Just fell in love with these colors when I did that. This is the blue flash, or the mermaid is what I'm going to start calling it. Now this is the white pearl metallic by Deco Art. This I'm going to use as my cell activator. There we go. Now I'm going to take my glasses off also, and we're going to see if we can blow out the leaves. Ooh, look how pretty. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. What do you guys think? Look at all these cells popping up on this side. So now, put my glasses back on because I don't want paint all over them. I'm going to put just a teeny touch there. And I'm going to grab my straw. It's a bendy straw. My hope is that these will be like inner petals, and these are the outer petals. Okay, letting that sit a minute. Grabbing a pointed spatula, and let's see if I can just define these petals a little bit more. Now remember, we still have to spin this. So don't get too tied down on details right now, because everything is going to grow and expand. And just do what you think. There's no real wrong way to do this. Just have fun with it. You know, do some swirls. Do some dots. Oh, look how pretty. It has all that veining in it. That has a lot of veining. Holy cow. My problem is I never know when to stop. I love all this. You know, bring out paint off the edges. Maybe this is a tropical flower. One of my flowers that I used to want was a passion flower. It grew on a vine. And I tried to grow it here in Tucson, Arizona, but number one, I'm not good at growing plants. And number two, it didn't like the heat. Just a couple more wispies. If you're available tomorrow night, if you're watching this on Tuesday, Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. I do a live stream Wednesday night art night. I haven't decided what I want to do tomorrow night. I was going to do this little project, but I had some time, so I'm like, I want to paint right now. I don't want to wait. And I do have a Facebook group, the Paint Pour Academy Facebook group, where you are absolutely invited to join and post your art. Share it with me. I would love to see what you're working on. Okay, I need to be done with this because I keep fidgeting. As I'm going to blow it one more time. Okay, let's try. We're going to see what happens. Just do a little spin. This box, because I've had it sitting for so long, it's starting to cave in a little bit. I need to stretch it out. So you will see me fidget a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to try the other way. Look how pretty. What do you think? I think this is so much fun. I think I need to spin it more aggressively. I've always done the smaller 8x10s. That's why I thought this box would be okay with a 10x10. You know, just do the best you can. It's working out pretty good. It's spinning it out. Can you see how it's growing? And what do you think? I think this looks really good. It definitely has my own spin on it, you can see, but it's gonna have some great detail here, all this. It's gonna look like a fantasy flower, which is great. Whoa! Okay. And you see, I'm not spinning it like super hard, and it's pushing it out just fine. So don't feel like you have to have this giant, like, dog, kid, child bath thing to do this. You know, just do it, use what you have. And just keep at it. And like they say, practice makes perfect. Just keep doing it. Look how much bigger this has gotten. Oh my goodness, I love this. Every time I spin it and look at it at a different direction, I love it even more. And I am going different directions. I'm spinning it clockwise, counterclockwise. And I am loving how this is going off the side. Look at that. Okay, I'm just going to keep going a little bit more because I do want to be done and not overwork it. But I am having fun doing this, so. Even though it's bumping the sides. Can you see the gold? Our gold background? Look how much that just accents it. What a fantastic technique. This is great. I think I'm going to be done with this. This is amazing. I'm super happy with this. There we go. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to grab, I got paint on my face, can you see? I took my gloves off because they are covered with paint. But I did get this. I want you to see this top view right here. And what I'll do too, at the end of this video, since it's not a live, I will go ahead in maybe an hour or so after it has dried and set a little bit. I'll get you some better pictures so you can see how it is drying. And I'm real curious. I am loving this design. Looks great. This is super fun. I highly recommend you try it, and I will most definitely be doing it again. So thank you so much for joining me. I had a great time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.